Bull's Radio Lounge, Bull and the Bartender Show on your Tuesday night, August 4th. Sorry, we were running a little bit behind. We were sort of having a mini production meeting and then making sure Mark can sign on as well. He's not throwing the computer out of his bunker. Welcome to the show. This is Bull and the Bartender Show. I am Bull. Mark is at his bar broadcasting.
Yeah.
Jazz as well in his bunker.
What's going on?
And I am in my...
Dude, it's orange as shit outside. It looks scary out.
Is it pouring?
I'm just seeing it's pouring with the orange over here.
Like, is it raining cats and dogs?
Yeah, and it's orange though. It's looking crazy out.
It's orange.
Oh, the orange on the left now it's just straight faded away. The orange faded over here. It's just dark and gloomy now.
Dark and gloomy and orange. That's a new one.
It was. I mean, Mark knows it was like orange outside. It was like straight orange for a minute.
Straight orange.
It probably still is over there, but over here it just died down a little bit.
It's those crazy sunset like storms.
Yeah.
Yeah, where the sun comes through the rain and makes it look really orange.
Yeah, like those summertime storms that rain their asses off.
Uh-huh. So, some good news. Juan Hernandez, the guy who donated the $50 Amazon gift card, right, to the channel a couple weeks ago. So I found the cable to go with the board. That way I don't have to run on batteries anymore.
Nice.
So that'll be here soon. So that's a good thing. You know, that way I don't have to spend a whole lot more on batteries than 9 volts.
Batteries are the biggest pain in the ass.
They are. How was you guys' week? Was it really good or?
Fucking busy, man.
Yeah.
Everybody was all freaked out because of that hurricane.
That didn't even hit us. That was sort of over on the East Coast, or right the East Coast.
Yeah, like I talked to my brother. It was blowing there Saturday, but I don't think he got that much, like Miami style.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know they're making it seem way worse than it was. Yeah, you know, my big brother on the East Coast, he was talking about how it was supposed to be raining real bad and everything. It was barely even any wind going on.
Just barely, huh?
Barely, and nothing happened.
Yeah, it was. People seem to freak out with hurricanes, but then you live in Florida, so that's sort of you get accustomed to it, you know.
I mean, yeah, but like, I mean, it gets to a level where I mean, it's not necessarily worrying, but it gets to a level when you got to take it serious. And
yeah,
I didn't feel like anything like that was happening. I mean, even though it wasn't hitting here, but like I didn't feel like in general it was it was really that serious at the time.
What would be a hurricane that you would probably say, all right, we do have to abandon ship?
When they start telling y'all you need to get the fuck out, that's when I start having to pay attention a little bit more.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mark, what
I
about
gotta go
you?
to work anytime this shit comes, so I'm fucked no matter what.
Yeah, but at least you're secure in your little bunker over there.
Yeah, but I still gotta leave my fucking bar, which scares me when you leave and you're like, I might not come back to it.
You bring the dog with you?
Yeah, no more red room, no more bar room. It could be really fucking bad here.
So you and the dog go and sort of camp out for the weekend or whatever?
Yeah, shit, I'll be, taking care of the other business.
Yeah. So what would be your sort of oh shit type of hurricane? Like would it be like a 1 through 5? What would
I don't know, man.
Sort of...
Like, you know, when you stand like in the front of my bar and you look towards like Ballast Point.
Yeah.
I've seen rain or water at that intersection, like 2 places down from mine.
Uh-huh.
And that was enough for me.
Really?
Yeah. Like you look down there and it was like starting to be like a 6, a foot.
Right down the street?
Like right there at the next intersection, like, man, past the whiskey guy's house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like right there.
And that was all flooded.
Totally flooded. Like our shit was straight, but like that right there was flooded, and that was like, oh crap! Like,
so what hurricane was that though?
That wasn't even a hurricane. That was that no-name storm that came through a couple of years ago.
Okay, I don't remember that one. Was that like a tropical storm or something like that, or was it like
I want to say it might have been like 2016, something like that, but it was fucking bad. Like there was water like all the way up to the intersection there. So
any trees come down?
It's scary.
Yeah. So a couple stories tonight. The biggest one, the Beirut explosion.
Yeah, I have a bigger one than that.
What's that?
I have a bigger one than that.
Do you really?
So up there near Richie's house, Richie actually lives in the same subdivision. The house that they filmed Edward Scissorhands in is for sale up there.
That's here?
Yeah, it's in Rich's neighborhood up there, man, right by the outlet malls up there.
It popped up on Google like a little window. I was on the homepage. I saw it. I didn't know it was actually here though. But
like Richie lives like 4 or 5 houses down from that house, man, and it's for sale right now. I think they wanted like $220 or $240 for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not. I guess that's not bad. I mean, the actual movie House of Edward Scissorhands. That's sort of over the big explosion that happened. That was the bigger story.
That's huge to me.
Okay.
Because I know where the house is, and he's been trying to get me to move up there.
Maybe you could let me know if it's cool. Let me know where it's at, and I could probably do some drone work.
Yeah, I mean, it's right, man. I'll see if I can send it to you.
Yeah.
Because, like, you don't even need to do drone work. There's all kind of, like, actual, like, real estate pictures and...
Okay.
Get from it.
Gotcha. But, so, yeah, that's pretty cool. I've heard about that. But the Lebanon deal was kind of tragic, I think.
Yeah. They said it was a fireworks thing. I don't know. You guys need to watch the video. Like, I see a bunch of explosions, like little explosions before the big one goes.
Yeah.
But
man, but you saw the aftermath, man. That
was like a war zone.
Boy, yeah, it did look like it got nuked.
Well, I just never really thought about Lebanon as being a giant fireworks supplier.
Yeah, that was a little BS.
Yeah, I kind of thought that was horse shit. Like, I didn't want to say it, but...
You think it was a setup or something?
Fireworks, come on, fireworks. You would have heard like cracking and fireworks on top of the boom. That still would have been going on at some point. That was just like a big cloud of just.
When you watch the video of like the first small fire from like the second view, you can see stuff popping in there, pop, 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 like in the fire, and all of a sudden it goes bang, like.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Was this building something else than a fireworks building?
Dude, you don't know what the fuck that building was. It was a big goddamn building. You're telling me they were making fireworks in the middle of downtown Lebanon?
I don't know.
That's like a meth lab with bad.
Yeah.
Level.
Dude, I've been buying fireworks since I could fucking walk, and I've never seen Made in Lebanon
I don't know, man. I mean,
on
that's
fireworks. I'm just saying, man.
Yeah.
You get them Beirut M80s.
Yeah, those Beirut M80s, those are the special ones. Those are the ones that blow up tanks and shit.
You know, when I first saw this story, I thought, you know how there's sort of like a little fire that goes off inside the building, you know? I thought there's a couple sparks that are going off too. I almost thought it was like a missile drop or something like that, you know?
It looks like that thing it definitely had flammable shit in it, but it didn't, like, it looked, I don't know, fireworks don't usually, like fireworks, you'll see firework explosions in that. And all I saw was like, I don't know, gunpowder pops or something.
Yeah.
It wasn't like firework pops.
That's interesting. We're going to get into that a little bit more tonight when we have.
You got to watch the video, yeah.
I don't know if you're into NASA at all. With the two astronauts who splashed down for the first time.
Yeah, man, old school style out there in Pensacola. Did you see all the fucking boats that came out there to visit them?
No, I didn't. Do you have can you send me the link?
Like they splashed down, you know, and like only like the Coast Guard and shit was around.
Yeah.
But like I saw some pictures from after the fact, and there's all these like badass like 33 contenders and really sweet boats, but they've all got like giant Trump flags and
Right.
Trump 2020 out there like surrounding the fucking thing, all patriotic and like super like Arr! It was pretty funny. Like it looked like a total photo like opportunity. But
you're gonna have to send me the link to the video. If there's a video to it, is there a video to it or audio or something like that?
I don't know. It was on like somebody's Instagram that I saw, like, man, but it was after the fact because they showed it when it landed, and there was like one Coast Guard boat hauling ass out there to it.
Okay.
But I guess after the fact, after they secured it, like all these other boats were out there too, even though it was like 140 miles offshore.
Jeez. That's a long way.
Out there in Pensacola, it's out there in the middle of the Gulf, basically.
Yeah.
Like.
All right, we'll take a short break real quick. When we come back, there's a interesting story that I passed along to Jazz, and I didn't know how Mark's thoughts about this story would be.
It was on Jesus and Merrill, Mark. That's where I saw it from.
It involves a man and something probably very special to him.
Man got an arm on his dick.
And how I was trying to tease it there, Jazz.
Well, wait a minute. I'm so confused.
That's the tease. You gotta need an explanation from that. A man got a dick on his arm. Like, what? You need more information. Shit.
I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I got to know.
I was trying to tease it. That's why.
Yeah, you can picture it. I guess.
You guys gotta learn to play the game.
It was a dick on the arm.
All right, so the man loses penis to infection. Doctor builds a new one on his arm, so he's growing another penis on his arm. We'll get to that next. Bull and the Bartender Show. Stay tuned. Do not go away.
talk's all yours, right? And after that, we can drop the top and take the night. Take the night. Lay your seat back like we taking flight. Two-step to the sound of the night. With me, I ain't got long, so let's make it right, baby. Take advantage of every moment we own it. Beat the phones at home, cause it's on dang. And I hope I'm right. This that song that I hope you like. This that song that I hope we can move to. It's not just imagine me with you. And I hope I'm right. This that song that I hope you like. This that song that I hope we can move to. It's not just imagine me with you. Everybody dancing, but I just wanna dance with you. Look. And everybody moving, but I just wanna move with you. And everybody whine, but I wanna slow wine with you.
Bulls Radio Lounge, Bull and the Bartender Show. Want to tell you about KeelFarms.com. They have all your wine needs, from beers, with their own brewery. Mark, you like wine, right?
I love wine.
Yeah. Would you try one of these on? I mean, you don't have to show yourself, but I mean, you could try it on camera, right?
I'll drink wine, dude.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
all.
I don't really dig on like super like extra fruity wines, but like I can drink them in small amounts.
Well, I gotta tell you, you gotta try this. This is very special. This wine. It tastes very smooth. It tastes just like what it says in the bottle. And you go to KeelFarms.com. It's right there in Thanona, Sassa. Their office number is 813-752-3892. 5210 Thanona, Sassa Road, Plant City, Florida. And they don't pay me to do this. I do it because I believe in small companies like them, you know.
Yeah.
And I support small companies, and their wine is fantastic. So, but I'm not a wine guy. You know what I mean?
You're not a wine guy at all?
No, and I love this stuff.
See?
KeelFarms.com.
You can't say you're not a wine guy then.
That is true. That is true. So just check them out. KeelFarms.com, right there in Thanona, Sassa. Book a tour, do a tasting, and then eat at their, phenomenal restaurant that they have as well. So, and then we're gonna plan a day for, if it's cool with them, to do like a little show, kind of tour type of thing. Because I think it's like $5 for the tour. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not bad, I guess.
So,
I mean, you get to drink during it, though.
I believe so, yeah. I don't know. Haven't done it yet. So, KeelFarms.com.
I can't wait to go ask them, man, because I like some fresh wines, man, or like natural wines.
Right.
But I like some different flavors. Like I don't like super sweet, like
that really, really sweet wine.
Yeah, like I mean, like port wine, like man, I can drink port wine, but that's more of like a dessert, and you got to have like a dark chocolate or something to like go along with it, kind of thing. Like for but like a dinner wine, like some of those natural wines.
Like a dark chocolate wine, you mean?
No, like I like the regular, like man, or like if you're gonna put like grapes with like something else, or like a mango fruit wine, passion fruit wines, kind of. There's other stuff.
That would be interesting to try, but I don't know. I kind of like these guys, and I want to stick with these guys, and then.
No, I just want to talk to them. No, I've had their wines. I like them. Like.
Oh, okay.
They
have their own beer too.
You know how like when we talk about whiskey, we kind of have like a vernacular, and you kind of understand what we're talking about with these bourbons and whiskeys and stuff.
Right.
Like my wine, I know what I like with wine, but it's hard to get out. Like I need to know like the proper terminology. Like I like this kind of wine, or it's this kind of thing. Like.
Right. I know what you're talking about. You want to know what's going into the drink.
Well, that and like, how do I describe to like people that like are fucking? Because there's like everything, wine people know their terminology and it's fruity or it's,
a hint of that, and then I don't know what the hint of what the wine is. Like I get what you're saying, the flavors and the palate of everything in it. They're gonna describe it, and you know they're wine drinkers.
yeah, and like, I mean, I like wine, man, and you guys know I know about flavors, but there's a certain like, you got to have that terminology, like a dry, crisp, wet, like, you know, there's all these different terminologies about wine, like even more so than like bourbon and stuff.
So you have to really know what you're talking about when you're ordering, you know, wines of a different flavor, right?
Well, it's one thing if you're just ordering wine, but if like, I'm not gonna say I'm a picky motherfucker, but I'm picky about like my booze, man. Like I know what I like, and I know things that I've tried that I liked, but that I can't explain, but I know what the flavor was or how it like worked, kind of thing. So,
All right. So what would you go with like what kind of wine would you go with a steak?
I like a red wine or a crispy ass white.
A crispy ass white.
Yeah, but like most of the time it's gonna be a red, fruity, like not particularly super dry, but like a certain red wine kind of thing with it, man. Or like a white, crispy, you know, like, or like they have, man, there's so many of these different fruit like wines now that are, man, just ridiculous, dude. Like flavors, and it's almost like it like pops and stuff. Like it's a different deal. Like
That's I've never you're sort of describing it to me and I'm following it, but I've never dabbled in this, and I didn't even know there was sort of their own little, you know, code of conduct when you drink, you know, wine and stuff like that. You know,
well, I mean, I'm not all about, man, like the whole like holding your finger out and the, you know, like there's a whole art to that shit, and you got to like breathe in air when you do it and stuff. But like you know, when we have like, you know, these certain bourbons that like, oh, this one's got more chocolate, or this one has more wood taste, or this one has more fruit, or like a cinnamon taste. Like you can taste these different things in the alcohol,
the different notes and hops and stuff like that.
Yeah, like it's the same thing with wine, man, but it's just, I don't know, like the whole like the vernacular basically, man, like how to describe it without sounding like an asshole.
That's why I don't describe wine too much, and I'll tell you what I think it tastes like, but you know.
Well, that's the whole. But like, if you're at a place that has all these different wines,
yeah,
you can be like, hey, I like this, that, this, that. Like,
I'll stick to the easiest like to like differentiate is dry. You know, like you want to dry, that's a whole game changer. You want to like if you want to dry, it would be a little different, like a more Merlot or something like.
A super dry Merlot, people love that shit, man. But if you go to drink one of those, unless you got like a buttery ass
water, man, I need water with. I like them, but I need water with it. Man. Like I have no taste buds after a little bit. It just dried up your whole tongue. It's done.
Just like
but
that.
I do like them though. I mean, those are more like, I like a dry with a certain pairing with a certain food. That's another thing. Like you can disrespect somebody with what you pair wine with. Certain things go with certain things. It's not like other alcohols. Like
you're not doing wine and fucking Nathan's hot dogs.
Yeah,
I mean you can.
Or like what, like fish, like or what's it? Red wine is like bad for fish.
Red wine is usually beef. White wine's usually fish.
Yeah, that's simple fact. That's normally when I will do a white wine with a fish pairing. I do. Like
I mean, I've had white wine with steak though, man. That was amazing. It was all fruity.
Like, I don't care. Like if it tastes good, I can deal with that. That's me. But like go around some real connoisseurs and just. Let me get that dry red with some fish. You're gonna get scoffed at. Like,
yeah, who the fuck? Well, that's why, man. Like, people are scared to like ask about their favorite wine flavors because usually wine people are fucking snobby as shit.
Yeah, you might as well say, "Let me get a malt liquor with that."
Yeah,
same shit to them.
Are they really that snobby like you see in
Oh
the
yes.
movies?
Oh, you could definitely be. Yeah, that's the one. Definitely alcohol that you drink.
I mean, I've met some of the bourbon guys that are pretty fucking snobby about bourbon, but they're usually the guys that are buying like the $800 bottles and stuff. Like,
yeah, those are the ones that if you just put some ice in that shit, like the room would just get quiet.
Oh really?
oh yeah.
Well,
you heard next door, man, when I was like, dude, I'd love to put a splash of ginger in this, and he's like, well, fucking people would freak out. Like,
yeah, don't throw no soda in that shit. Oh boy, that's even worse.
Yeah, but I'm like, motherfucker, I bought this bottle, so fuck you. Like, I'm gonna enjoy it. Like, how I'm gonna enjoy it.
He's gonna tear your ass up, man, because you're fucking with his shit.
Well, yeah.
You know.
Hey, I want to say hi to Buddy Bussy up there in, man, Thomaston, Georgia. He's listening in right now, man.
Is he really?
What's up, Buddy Bussy?
Well, you can call the show 813-419-3602. And
there you go.
Talk to us.
School went back in Georgia. Oh Lord, man, them kids are just crowded in a hallway with no mask. It's so bad.
You have to ask Buddy, man, what he's doing with his little ones.
Down in Georgia real quick, man, because there's no way that those kids ain't bringing shit back. There's no way, man. I mean, it looked like, boy, I'm telling you, there was like a bit like, I mean, like just picture like when you was in like middle school.
Yeah.
Just the crowd. Once all the classes came out, like the whole crowd and
so
like
now it's going to be a hot spot.
That. Probably like two. I saw the picture had like two people with a mask on. That's irrelevant. So you bringing out because you got to worry about teachers again. You bringing it home to parents and grandparents. Like it's bad.
That's a lot to rise up from because
you can't throw all these kids in the school. Like adults ain't even responsible on this shit right now, and it's getting worse. What do you think when you put a whole bunch of kids back in school? That's germ city.
Well,
but I mean, some of those kids, man, like you start hearing more and more about these kids that, you know, like some of these kids, like that's where they get like good meals and like, man, like don't get beaten and shit. So like, I get it, like, man, but like, there's got to be a different way to do this.
You took a turn out. I'm just saying it. It's just a shitload of this. Would you feel good if your niece came back from like being in school all week and just came to hang out with you?
Oh, I'm not gonna hang out with her.
Exactly.
No, I probably would, man. I don't give a shit, dude. Like, but man, like,
you go. Well, I'm telling you right now, you gonna feel. Yeah, I'm not saying you won't, but you gonna be thinking about it. She breaking the plane.
Yeah. I mean, like her grandparents are coming this weekend, man, and like they're all worried about social distancing and this and that, like. They're coming from another state and stuff, kind of thing. Like, man,
they're coming from the fresh school hotspot.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least they're not coming from Miami, man. You're coming from fucking GA, so I mean,
yeah, that's true.
You know,
what aren't they more in the country type shit anyway? They're in that open air.
Oh yeah, they're man. Plus, they don't really go into like town unless there's like something going on, kind of thing. Like
they're coming to the hot spot.
Yeah, but still like traveling and stuff, man. I think her dad's being a little more fucking psycho about it than like he probably needs to be, but like I get it.
I get it too. There you go.
So I mean, it is what it is, man. Like,
all right.
I don't know, like the whole kid going back to school thing. I just feel bad because man, there's a lot of like kids that like school is fucking like
they need to go back.
Crazy, man. I like school. Like when I was a kid, like it ain't about the homework, but and all that stuff. But like you around.
It was going to go talk to chicks and fucking hang out and like talk shit and
like
beat people up and yeah.
Sitting at home, if I was like, if I'm a senior, or a junior, I'll sit back for a semester, or whatever, like and be in front of a computer because I'm done with school. I'm looking to the next step. But yeah, you talking about middle school and stuff like kids like you really think they're all just gonna sit there and just be focused on the computer. There's gonna be a lot of dumbass kids coming out this year, passing classes. It's gonna be bad.
It's definitely gonna weed out the kids, man, that aren't like self-driven kind of thing, like.
Yeah, I gotta tighten up on my knees. So I'm just saying, man. They're gonna get comfortable, man. Like,
yeah, that's true.
What do you expect with a kid to like? Oh, I just gotta jump on the computer and get some work done. Like, big deal. Like to be doing 10 other things at the same time.
It's the wave of the future. Technology
TV
will.
on, doing whatever on
Yeah.
their phones and everything. Like, how you gonna keep a kid off the phone if you're in a room?
That's true.
A computer.
All right, we're gonna take another break real quick. When we come back, we're gonna get into either Lebanon.
Oh, we got
story-
meeting time, dude. Meeting time.
Huh?
3 minutes.
Yeah. So and then we'll get into the man that lost his
Just hanging.
penis to an
He's just
infection.
hanging.
And
I'm so confused. Did he lose his arm or did he lose his wiener?
Nah, man, he got an arm and he got a dick on it, bro.
he
It was
lost
blurred out, but it
he
was there,
lost
man.
his
That's all.
penis to an infection, and they're
Well,
growing a
it's-
penis.
You
on
guys
his
send me a
arm.
link to this. I gotta see a
Oh, man,
bicep
saw-
penis.
I did.
saw
Look-
Dave-
look
I
at your
saw-
phone.
I'll find a clip of the David Scenario show. Like, it was just a quick clip because Bull asked me, he was like, "You think Mark knows about this?" I said, "Man, if I didn't see this on the TV show, how else would you figure this shit out? You ain't looking up no weird shit like this. Like, this is weird."
I look up a lot of weird stuff, but I'm not
Yeah,
looking for
man,
dudes with arms with penises. So
Google arm,
So we'll get
that's
into that in a
weird
minute.
Combination of Google.
That's from Fox 13 too.
did Kelly Cowan do it?
I don't know.
I like Kelly Cowan.
I know, that's why I be laughing.
She's beautiful, dude.
Bull and the Bartender Show. Stay tuned for more.
I'm
of
gonna smoke a
these.
cigarette. I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
Right back in a minute.
Perhaps this is as good as it gets. When you've given up the drink and those nasty cigarettes. Now leave the party early, at least with no regrets. Now watch the sun as it comes up. I watch it as it sets. Yeah, this is as good as it gets. Oh my, it's a beautiful world. I like sleeping with Maureen. She is one sexy girl, full of mystery. She says she doesn't love me, she likes my company. For now, that's good enough for me. Oh my, it's a beautiful world. I like swimming in the sea. I like to go out beyond the white breakers, where a man can still be free, or a woman if you are one. I like swimming in the sea.